So, this is a game sent in by Entropy, as you can see on your screen. He's going to be playing Bakasura Jungle. It's a 38-minute game where he goes 11, 9 and 9. He's currently in Gold 3. How do you think you played? I thought I had a great start, but I sort of let it slip. Sort of got a bit salty because of our AD carry wasn't performing at all. I think I wasn't struggling with my positioning in the late game team fights. Oh, I was struggling with my positioning in late team fights. Okay. What aspects of the game did you struggle with? Positioning in late game team fights, you covered that, cool. What aspects of the game did you feel comfortable with? Early game and ganking, right. So, we'll go through it, and the first thing we'll talk about is stop giving a crap how other people play. It's not going to influence you in any way, shape or form. It may mean you lose the game. Okay, that's the only way it's going to influence you. But for you to improve, you have to learn to deal with these people you're going to come with that you're not happy with being on your team. It's tough titties, tough boobies. It happens to everybody. You get players that you don't think are very good. Maybe it's just their bad game. Don't always underestimate them and think they're just bad players. They're obviously in the similar division to you, otherwise you won't be queued with them. Hashtag if rank was correct, and it probably is. We'll see. So, we're in the game. Underway. Hog 2, pot 1, mana pot. Don't really need the mana pot on Bakasura. You should be able to manage with just the MP5 there. You should be getting a ward there or a second health potion. But you don't really need the health potion either because you can consume minions. So, health potion, 1 ward would have been a better start. At least in this one. Are people going to come from this direction, Entropy? It's just why we're looking here. Try and face the direction the enemies could come from in case you get early invaded and ganked. There is always a chance you will be invaded and ganked. Maybe not at this level you're at right now, but it will happen. I promise you, as time moves on, people will realise the strength of the level 1 group and gank in solo queue. Because it'll pick people every time. And talking about a level 1 group and gank, it looks like what your boys are trying to do here. Go and invade. You abuse Bakasura. Sorry, I just need to slow this down before we carry on. If she gets this before you, there'll be drama. I'm telling you now. I'll be telling you now. Oh, you lucky, lucky boy. Oh, when you didn't even use your hog. Oh, Entropy. You should have hogged that. You should have hogged that, and you should have eaten it immediately. Oh, you got lucky. Well, you stole Kali's speed. That's a great start to the game. Mid caps are still up, so you should be taking mids and then rotate straight to lane. You need to do this and go straight to lane if you're going to be doing this one. We'll see what you do. Oh, that Spirit Ball, though! That Spirit Ball, did that actually steal? I wonder if it stole. I don't think it did. That's a shame. It deserved to steal. It deserved the steal for that Spirit Ball. It deserved the steal. Right, rotate to lane. Doing the blue. I guess you've still got Hog. You've not really lost out because they took ages to do that as well because she used her Hog and missed it. So, not the worst play in the world to decide to do what you chose and doing everything. Now your plan here should just be stay in experience range. Loki's not going to do much, you're not going to do much either. You're going to get pushed in hard in this lane by a Vulcan, pretty much. Kali's not going to do much, but still. They're giving you too much respect. But they are level 1 as well, I guess. If he's only got turret at level 1, the abuse is here. Good poke. We're going now. We're rotating nice and early on this one. We're only level 2 though, she's level 4. Remember that if you're going to go for that mid lane gang, that's really aggressive to try and risk. I guess you might have seen that and changed your mind. Gonna go steal some jungles. Continue stealing Kali's jungle. Now what could Kali be doing here? Well, Kali could technically invade your red buff right now, but she's choosing not to. However, we're all focusing on you. That was a really good steal away of the buff. Now you can rotate right, probably say left, probably get yourself a kill here. What are you being patient for? What are we being patient for? That's about right. Thank you. That was really odd. You could just kind of hung there waiting for something to happen. That never happened. Like, he's not going to jump. He's a Ymir! It's a Ymir! What's he going to do? Freeze you? Well, he's still not going to get away if he freezes you. I know you didn't have your jump available then, but you didn't really have to. This is a really, really good start to the game for you. So, full clear. We should be level 5 very, very soon. The start was great. There's a big rotation left now by Kali. Kali is going for the gank and you're going to look for your red buff. Are you just going to... I guess you're not going to get involved in that one. You're just going to leave him to it. Now Apollo dies there. Because he gets caught out by 3. Realistically, you kind of forced that situation, to be honest. He got caught out, true. But you kind of forced that by taking Akali's jungle so she had to go somewhere and do something to stay caught up. Good decision not to contest the mid camps there. It's not worthwhile. You could probably still get a pick just because you got your ultimate available and your Ymir's only level 4. Take that into account. You could probably pick your Ymir. Like, Ymir's a viable target for you right now. Even if he is in mid lane with the Isis, you've got Ra there. You should be able to burst that Ymir down. Now we're wandering around waiting for buffs to turn up and stuff. You walked over a ward. Vulcan should know about this, but I guess he doesn't, or he's not watching his minimap because now he's going to get rotated down. Don't think you were going to burst him all the way entropy. That was the issue with that one. I don't think you were going to have the ability to burst him all the way down then. What I probably would have done in that situation is sit there and just auto-attack. Don't use your ultimate in that one. And then save your ultimate for this speed buff that's up now. You're going to be late to the speed buff you made. Did the right thing by coming over here. Good decision to back away the moment you see them though. It's good not to try and 2v1. Jump for job. Back to jungle. Now we've got 2 wards, but are we ever going to place one? Oh, nope, we're not. We're not going to place them. You could have placed it at their blue. For example, you could have given Loki an extra ward in his lane. So you're picking up wards as a team player. What's this ward about? What's this? Why'd you put a ward here? This is a strange ward. A very, very strange ward. The reason it's a strange ward right now is that red buff is on cooldown for a very long time. This ward probably run out by the time this respawns. So it's kind of pointless. On top of that, this ward here is giving you cover from this angle. And if you would have placed one over here, or over here, you would have had the vision you needed anyway to be able to see what was going on. Now we just need to find you again. There we go. Reconsider that ward placement. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. You didn't really need that ward. Would have been okay if your buff was coming up. If the buff was coming up, that makes sense, you know? Get a vision of it, but it's not going to come up for a while, so... I'm not so sure. It's kind of unnecessary. So basically what I'm trying to say by that is you wasted 50 gold. Now you're going to see the rotation coming in from Kali on the right hand side. Oops, I need to pause for a second. Because in fast mode. Kali goes on. Now she should be dead now. Oh, what happened there, boy? Let's rewatch this. What happened? Should not have leapt. You should not have leapt. The leap was not going to save you. I guess you were looking for the ultimate to get the cripple off. You're not going to find it. The 3 was random. You're not going to be able to kill these, I don't think. Oh, you're about to kill Vulcan, though. You got doubles. Oh, that hog was huge. Don't dive this. Do not 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 dive this. Right. The reason you shouldn't have leapt. We'll go through this just in bits. The reason you shouldn't have leapt is because I know you were trying to get in range to save Loki, but Loki was pretty much already dead. Let me find you on the screen again. Where are you? Are you already dead again? You are. Back. Back. Right, from here. You shouldn't have left because Loki was probably already dead by the time you got there anyway. All you would have done is managed to get the regurgitate off and Kali would have still gotten away and been chased down by minions. If you would have just kept that and just carried on running, you would have still got here relatively the same time to be able to leap and try and close the distance and get your ultimate off. You'd actually probably be in a better situation because now, even if you didn't leap, you'd have your leap up now, right? And what would have been better is to leap into tower range, ult onto the Kali because Vulcan had already used his meatball. Kill Kali, turn round, kill Vulcan as he's coming back in because he didn't have meatball either. Like I said, because he just literally used it then on you. Now, the dive is really risky. You get Vulcan. Like, they're both so low, but you take so many tower hits for free. What could we have done? Well, they would have both had to back, first of all. We could have stolen away some back camps here. We could have also got an extra wave of experience in lane for ourselves, because we could have put tower pressure on. We had minions in lane, as you can see here. There's some minions in lane, you had 3 archers. You could have put some tower pressure on. You could have probably got that tower down to half health, if not further, if you just forced them back. The greed was a bit much. If you got a double kill for it, yeah, the goal would have been good, but you would have died too, so you're not actually getting any farm on the map. It wasn't the worst thing in the world to dive, I'll be fair, but, you know, there was other opportunities there for you where you didn't have to just sacrifice your life being greedy for the double kill, you know, because that's what it kind of felt like, you being greedy for the double kill. Wait for you to respawn, hopefully it's anytime soon. I wanna know, have you ever seen, where are you? Spawn! I can't find. There we go. We're back online. This fight's going on in the jungle. You would have been watching that while you were dead. Straight to speed. Good decision. Always get your buffs as soon as they're off cooldown. As soon as speed's down, what should be going through your head right now as a jungler? A. You've got plenty of wall coverage over at the Gold Fury. B. Your red buff up is up relatively soon. So you've also got a mid camp here. So the back harpies camp is also coming up. Mid camp's also up. I would prioritize the speed first of all. I'd probably go speed. This camp red should be up in time. By the time I've done red, we should be looking for a possible potential gank is what I'm looking for here. So that's what should be going through your head as the jungler. It's kind of obvious really because you can see it, but we'll see if you actually choose to do that. Yeah, that camp just came up. It took you too long to do your speed, but now your back harpies went because Ra did them. Farm red, that's a good decision. I love the fact you're actually just rotating around trying to get experience as much as possible. This is good. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? This would be red buff right now. Red buff right now. Instead you're trying to gank this Vulcan again, you should be doing red buff. You get a kill, but that should be red buff. I'll say it again. Should have been red buff. Because if you don't actually get the kill out of that, you don't actually get anything out of it. You also delay the red buff in the jungle, which means it's not going to be up again more often for you to get more gold and experience, which means you're also going to have a different time on it. That's my issue with that. Although you got the kill, so I can't be too upset with it. Now you're going to do the red now anyway. Rotating around, looking for something to do. Looking for something to do, and there's nothing to do. You're just trying to find farm. Good steal away. Right, mid. Right now you can see a fight going on. Vulcan's in there as well. You should know this. You've not got ultimate, so what are you going to do? Just rotate back. Oh, they're pushed up. I do like your rotations. I just feel you can soak a little bit more experience than you are doing. You started off well with the soaking of experience, but then you fall behind because you're too aggressive. Every time your ultimate's up though, you are using it, which is brilliant. You're really trying to abuse that as much as possible. Why do we disengage there? Why do we disengage here? We'll slow it down. Because right now, you've used your full command, you wanted to jump out immediately. I don't know why you wanted to jump out immediately. You'd already been hit by everything that was available. The only thing that's in here is Kali. Now if Kali's going to focus you, that's cool, because you can still jump out afterwards. You'd already just used the stun then, and immediately you're trying to get out. But this fight is in your favour. You have a Ra, you also have Loki with you as well, and that 3-man taunt goes off. This should be going through your head as this play's playing out already. Let me just find you again. There we are. So, your decision to jump out here, I find is really strange. Like, you should just be turning into this fight and whacking people, playing whack-a-mole basically. If it's alive, hit it in the face. But you're going to jump out. I'm going to show you the rest of the fight, because if you were here, if you would have just landed 1-2 auto attacks onto Vectrum there, he's dead. You land 1-2 onto Isis, he's dead. In the end, it looks like they were going to get out. And then you look to try and reaggress, like we can see you trying to reaggress again. If you stayed in, 2 people would be dead now, not just the 1. 2 would be dead, not just the 1. So, have a little think. Realise you didn't have to panic so much, I know it's panic, that's a big thing, panic does happen to everybody, but you don't have to, Realise what cooldowns they'd used. Take into account, oh, stun's just been used, but they've got nothing else for them. Am I Kali's target? Well, Kali just used all her stuff already in this fight. Good rotation back in. Now back to farming, please. Hopefully we go farm, left camps are up. Contested's a bit risky here, because it is a Rama, and you've got only your jump away. Just going to give it up? Looks like we are. If you weren't going to contest that, you should have just given it up anyway. Like, you shouldn't have hung around there and watched them do it. Your jungle early game's been fine, honestly. I feel like you could be higher level, though. Like, the fact you're 2, 1, and 2 and only level 10, and the enemy jungler across the way is only level 9, you should be further ahead. Taking into account you stole her speed buff and her red buff at the start of this game, you should be at least, I'd say, level 11, level 12 by now. I want to say more like level 12. In this situation, you should be anyway. Like, the amount you've managed to steal away from them, yeah. You stole back camps as well, like, loads of experience. Mid-camp control, not so good, though. But I can forgive the mid-camp control for the steals. Big rotation from their team. Good decision not to just go all the way in, just wait patiently. She's used Spirit Ball, you know that. I think this jumped on you, you should be jumping on this. Yeah, boys! Yeah, boys! Good taunt from her needed. Oh, you might die here. Apollo's rotating now. Get out now. Get out now. Good decision to get out. Just keep running. Really nice. Oh, access denied, says Ymir. Access. Oh, wait. Oh, that little Tootsie. That little Tootsie. We'll watch that little Tootsie back. That little Tootsie. We'll do it in slow-mo. The Tootsie of death. That little Tootsie foot. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Slow it down even further. Just that one foot. There. Oh, me toe. Me toe. That was unlucky. Yeah, I like the idea to try and escape, but yeah, that's actually not part of the map, unfortunately. That little Tootsie. Denied. Where does the rest of the game go? Apollo's losing a trade here, should be backing out. Because what you normally do, when you're dead, guys, you should all be doing this. When you're not shopping and you're dead, you should be in this view, basically. You get the black and white screen, obviously, but you should be watching what's going on the rest of the map and cycling through your teammates and going, okay, he's there, he's there, he's there. No action. Oh, what's going on in mid lane? Looks like he's getting ganked. How's he doing? You were just talking about waiting for the respawn. What can I do in this situation? When I respawn, well, I'm up in a few seconds. When my right camps are up, back harpies, then my red's up straight after that. Left camps have respawned too, so I can go left back harpies, right back harpies, red buff, rotate right. But by the time I rotate right, Loki will already be there. These are the things that should be going through your head all the time when you're dead. And not backflipping because it slows you down. I'm just saying. Instead you went right camps, not left camps first. Straight to the red, give that one over. Okay. Mid camps. Should be looking for mid camps here. Upper Volk is overextended again. Another free kill. Try and make sure you... That situation was good though. I mean, the kill was great. The kill was really good from you. And normally I'd say though, try and make sure you are doing your best to eat the minions as often as you can, just so you can get your stacks up. Because you only had like one minion then with that regurgitate. It's not as strong when you've not got full stacks. So we gank again. We should take this tower down here. We should be staying for this tower. Why are we not staying for this? Okay, you ping the blue. I'm down. You've not got time on it. You're going to find speed up though. These are good rotations. I mean, low-key back there when you could have got a tower together. Yeah. Let's steal away a speed buff. Definitely worthwhile. I'll take it, especially away from Akali again. I really like your rotations through the jungle, honestly. Oh, that was risky but nice. Risky but nice. Now you're going to rotate over the side. You've been all over the map this game, in honesty. No regurgitate. He's rolled in. Now you know he's got no roll here. I wouldn't have jumped. I would not have jumped there. The reason I wouldn't have jumped is because his roll, as we'll see here, your cooldown's 11 seconds, right? On that right now. With him, his cooldown's 8 seconds on that roll. So, what you know is how long he's going to have to come back towards you first of all to take auto attacks to the face from you. And then, after 8 seconds, his roll's going to be up again. So if you would have just walked up to him and saved your jump, then you'll be able to close the gap and finish him off earlier. You may kill him before that just because you are Bakasura, but you have to take into account potential of plays from them. Also, if there was a Rama, if the Rama had beads 3, which you didn't know whether he did or didn't, but if you did have beads 3, you could lower that cooldown and get it away again. Don't feel like you have to use the ability to close the gap all the time. You did pick up the kill for free though, so it's fine. It's all good. Oh, that Ra was unlucky. That Ra was unlucky, and Athena gets the dunk. Alright, what's our plan now? Go Fury Tower? Go Fury Tower? Go Fury Tower? What's your plan? What's your plan? What's your plan? Talk to me. Talk to me, Entropy. Where we going? Where we going? Where we going? Gold. Good. Really good call. Really good call. Now where we going? Speed buffs up soon. Back harpies are up. Start 2.5k gold. I drop this speed, go back to... Right, this is what I do right now. Drop this speed buff, leave the speed on the ground, go back to base, buy, come back up, pick the speed buff up. That's what I'll be looking to do now. I'm guessing you're not basing though. You really should be spending that gold. Don't leave so much gold in your inventory, guys. This is a really big tip for everyone. Don't leave so much gold in your inventory. You really want to go back and spend it. Because that fight, for example, where he lived, he would have died if you probably had more damage. It would have been more likely you killed him if you had more damage. Now you're wasting the speed buff. Mid camps are coming up. You've got your ultimate available. You're on a low health though. You're wasting the speed buff right now. This fight was crazy from you. That was a crazy engagement from you. The ultimate was weird. Didn't need to. Just base, man. Buttery biscuit base. Mid camps. Let's go. Mid camps. Oh, we're going for kills again. We're a killer. That's what we've learned about Entropy. He likes to fight. And he makes big risks. Look what you went back to base and bought. Look at that. You had that waiting for you. It was sat waiting for you. It was sat waiting for you. And you didn't go back to base to get it. That is such a big item to be able to have. That's crazy. I mean, realistically, you didn't farm either. When I said, you know, you didn't go back to base. Like, if you went back to base without gold, you had a chin sat there, basically waiting entropy. So, and you got beads 3. Is that how much you had? How much did you have? Where are you? Rewind this. Right, you died with beads 2, so you had way enough for a chins. You sell bombers, you get beads 3. That's a really nice pickup, honestly. I really like the decisions to sell the bombers. That's really smart. Really smart decisions to sell the bombers mask. I totally agree with that.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Do not mind the bomber sale at all. Right, you're back alive again. Back to the action. I mean, so far this game's going well. Let's check in with how your team is doing. You're up in gold, you just got a deicide, you've got a Gold Fury already. Press tab, check in with the stats. Apollo's 1, 3 and 4. Okay, Apollo's not had an easy time in lane, but he's got 4 assists. If there were some of those kills that you got went onto him instead, there wasn't really an opportunity to. But some of those kills that you got are based off them going aggressive on Apollo. So even though Apollo's playing badly, you're making up for that to an extent, and you're actually abusing that fact with your KDA. So your KDA should not be as high if Apollo wasn't caught out as much, or as if they didn't go as aggressive onto him. Ra's doing great in mid lane. So what I'd be looking for, and every time you turn up with Loki, you and Loki seem to be doing work. So what I'd be focusing on here is raw Loki plays over and over again. Allow Apollo to farm and just looking for him to split push and play as safe as possible. That's what we'd be looking for in this game. Looking across the way at the enemy team, you should always be checking this. Vulcan's already dead and buried. He's 0-4-3. His build is miles behind. He's even built into a breastplate of Valor, which isn't something you generally see on a Vulcan, but he's so scared of Loki and you that he's building defense into you, which means he's doing less damage. May lower his cooldowns a bit, yeah, but he's still going to do less damage than you'd expect from a normal Vulcan at this stage of the game. So, stop worrying about Vulcan. It doesn't really matter about him that much. What you need to look at instead, Isis is 0-3 as well, but she is stacking. She's got that Warlock Sash working on. She's finally getting boots. Notice you've not really abused this Isis that much, and she's only got boots 1. You need to abuse that. If they don't buy boots, you need to abuse the fact you've got mobility, chase them down. Don't forget your passive gives you movement speed as well. And with the build you've got with boots 3, you're going to be able to chase people down as well as you're going to have speed buff because you're the jungler. Abuse this Isis and the fact she's not got frickin' boots. Rama is going to be an issue. Carly's Carly at late game, but Carly's build right now, she went Executioner, which means she delayed getting her chins even longer. She could have potentially gone for a different build, so it's going to be a little bit soon. Soon she's going to be online though, so you're going to be watching out for Carly, and Isis would be the calls for me right now. I'd abuse Isis a little bit more, then I'd focus on Rama and Carly as the main issues for you to deal with. But you're going to go for Vulcan for this engagement. Once again, and you're 3-man rotating for it. Why are we 3-man rotating for a Vulcan? Why are we 3-man rotating for a Vulcan? We didn't even get him. We used so much on this. That Vulcan played like a boss. Oh my god, you are going to die. You are all going to die, aren't you? You are all going to die. Even Ra gets baited in by it. Oh, that snipe! Ra, the god! Still going to pay with his life. Uh-oh. Did Carly just get a double? I think Carly just got a double. Carly just got a double. So. Oh, no. I'm watching this fight. Not for just entertainment value of seeing how this game plays out. But actually, yep. I'm guessing. Wingust, Wingust, Wingust. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what cost Entropy and his team the game. Not the Apollo play. Not just the Apollo play, anyway. We're just going to go all the way back to this moment. This is what happened, and why it all went wrong. This engagement. This engagement cost your team so much. The rotation coming out from Isis, all this pressure from Athena going for Vulcan as well. This was huge. Now, why was Athena coming in is the first question. Well, Athena technically got herself in a weird spot. I'm not think she was that worried. Maybe she was, and that's why she was ulting across. But she also felt that you could gank the Vulcan, she could get an assist on it. But this fight here is the reason. This fight here is the reason. You commit a lot for this Vulcan, and you don't manage to get him. So much is used on him. Meatball good, beads is good, like... We commit everything for him and he doesn't die. So, 3-man rotation. Now this is the thing that happens in solo queue a lot. So the original 3 members of this engagement, well, the 2 of the original members, the 2 damage dealers go down. Ra rotates in to try and support because this rotation's gone wrong. He ends up paying with his life too. On top of that, you know, it takes that long. It took 4 of you to kill Vulcan basically, and then you lost 3 in response. Now this isn't the only reason you lost, because the rest of it also plays out, but it's all... What this is now is that everyone's like, Apollo, what you doing? Apollo, why can't you help us? Apollo, come help the team. Apollo, why didn't you rotate over with your ultimate? Now he tries to do it. To try and come in and turn this fight around. But he comes into danger, and all the while this is going on. This whole rotation to this side forced this, because everybody else on your team now tried to correct the issues of that 3-man rotation that went over there. If you would have killed Vulcan earlier, the rotations wouldn't have happened from them. They wouldn't have been able to get over there to defend it. Isis versus 3 of you could have backed out of that situation. Or it would have been better because you wouldn't have had the Vulcan damage to deal with as well. Even though Vulcan's damage was technically lower because of Breastplate of Valor. But that whole rotation cost the game. It cost the whole game. You lost 2 towers in left, 1 tower in middle, and 4 members of your team died? For one of them. For one of them. That's the biggest issue with that one. Now they're going to get Gold Fury as well, so the swing... I don't normally use the charts, but let's just bring it up a second. We'll just pause because I want to... Actually, can I just do T? No, I can't. Oh. I want to know. So, on the charts there, I'm just going to show this at the bottom. Look at that dip. This one engagement... This one engagement was what cost you. You are blue side. You were like, we're rising, we're winning, we're winning, we're winning. Boom! Boom headshot. That's what we call that. Look at that dip immediately. Back to even Stevens again. One engagement. Overcommitted. Overcommitted. I tell you what, if that was a musical tune, that drop would have been outstanding to listen to. Well, at least not from your point of view anyway, Entropy. But still, you played alright so far. That wasn't really your fault. And it was at the same time. Like, Athena came in too. You didn't kill him. That's the big issue. Good decision to focus the Kali. You have to. Don't be in there, though. No, 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 no. Good leap away. He's going to turn and chase you. You need to get ready to fight again. He's very low, though. You should know he's low. You should know he's low. Why are you still running? You should know he's low, and you shouldn't... Oh, he's not low. Why is he not low? Did he actually... Was his target... Oh, his target was Athena. That's disgusting news. Disgusting news. Thank God you didn't turn around. I would have actually turned around there, not knowing it was the target, and been like, I'm dead. I'm dead. Now this game's just turned into... Everybody's trying to catch themselves back into it. Your team's trying to get yourselves ahead by making plays, and the plays aren't working anymore because their late game is starting to come online. So I definitely would have died there. I'll tell you that now. I would have died there because I would have turned around going, what's up, Carly? I know you got no health now. And then gone, no, Athena was target. I hate my life. The war coverage is good. Now you want to be warding the fire giant as well now. And making sure you keep an eye on that one. What are we building next? What's this going into? We're going Witchblade? We're going Witchblade as well? I feel this should be a crit, really. Crit on Magi's. Crit on Magi's. Because you've pretty much got your core there. Witchblade's good, and you've got to deal with Rama and Kali, which are an issues, I agree with it. But it's not... I wouldn't really call it for you to be getting it. Athena should be looking at it as her next item, really. Looks like she's going to the talisman. The Witchblade's good because it obviously gives you attack speed. It lowers their attack speed as well. I like the item. I just don't know whether maybe you should have picked up a different defensive item. I'm not sure. I'm trying to decide if I would have gone Witchblade here. I may have done because yeah, I kind of agree with the decision. Oh, the burst damage again. This Vulcan is just living forever. Trading is not good. The trade is not good. Not going on Ymir now. What's Apollo up to? Well, Apollo can't do anything. He's got to deal with Rama, who's fed. By Rama being fed, I mean he's just pushed in. He's put all the pressure on the lane, and he's like 3k ahead now, so... Trying to think of other things to suggest here, Entropy, about what happened in this game that you could really correct from your standpoint. Your rotations earlier good. I think you could steal more farm from all the lanes, in all honesty. I think you could have got more out of that. From taking farm and also the mid camps. Your steals in the jungle were fantastic, but if you notice, you didn't get far enough ahead over this Kali when you should have done, considering you denied her so much. After that... That rotation on right is what threw the game. It wasn't really anything other than that. It wasn't like any individual making a mistake. It was just a team mistake of like you over-rotated, didn't get the kill. She should have died quicker. Build-wise, your build's fine. Your warding, not too bad. Still, you do the odd ward that you need to correct. Can't really think of anything else to really mention. The only weird thing is now you're actually behind the Kali, which is very, very strange. I don't think there's too much more of this game to really mention now because that... Yeah, that's it. That's G. That's GG. Apollo was level 16 there, she couldn't do anything about that. You staying there to box her was risky, just because you should know she had incoming, she had backup coming. She would not have jumped in alone without at least having ultimate to be able to just get away again. So it was risky for you to try and trade with her, and it could have meant that you were the target too. It's a sad end, unfortunately, for Entropy, but I'm going to stop it there. What I'd advise you to do, though, is when you get these early leads, I love the invasions. The invasions were magnifique. Magnifique invasions. What I want you to do, though, is try and abuse the other lanes more. You already had Vulcan dead and buried thanks to the pressure you put on with Loki, right? You didn't have to worry about this Vulcan anymore. You should have abused the Isis. Isis wasn't abused by you very much at all this game, and it should have been. It took her a long time to get boots online, and you should have recognised that. On top of that, you also saw that Apollo was really struggling in this lane. You've got two options when your duo lane struggles. In any lane, if any lane's struggling, you've got two options. You leave them dead and buried and tell them to farm, and you're not going to rotate for ganks. The other option is rotate for ganks heavily and try and bring them back into it. You have to try and see from there. Honestly, that game overall from your standpoint wasn't a bad game. That was more that one team fight. That one fight on right on Vulcan cost you the whole game. You guys were so in a great position. You'd done Goal Fury, you'd won all the little skirmishes and stuff. But that Vulcan surviving for that length of time on that side, ooh-wee, did that cost you big. And that's how you can lose games sometimes. So, good luck in your next games, buddy. Entropy, good luck. I hope that got some sort of advice for you. There wasn't that much to really give you, honestly, because there wasn't that many mistakes.